The ultimate class is for prototype cross-country cars, built by the likes of Toyota, ProDrive, Audi and Ford. And the most dramatic driver move since last year's rally is that the reigning champion, Nasser Al-Attiyah, has left the Toyota team to join ProDrive. Although he's leaving the team with which he won 3 Dakars, he's in a typically cheerful mood about his switch to the new team.
We go for bike. The feeling is good, but still we need more kilometer with the new car to understand everything. But okay, for this moment I am really happy. I will do my best.
In another ProDrive hunter is the 9 times World Rally champion Sébastien Loeb. The Frenchman finished runner-up to Al-Attiyah in the last 2 Dakars, but for the first time he will be competing against his rival in the same machinery and as next-door neighbours.
It's a real benefit to have his experience in the team, because he obviously has huge experience of the Dakar and rally raid in general. So it'll be interesting to work with him, but it's true that it can be easier if your rivals are over there rather than in the same tent.
Leading Toyota's charge will be Yazid Al-Raji. The Saudi native retired from the race last season while running well and was 3rd behind Al-Attiyah and Loeb back in 2022. The man who sensationally finished 3rd last year was Lucas Moraes. On his Dakar debut, the Brazilian returns in a Toyota Hilux to see if he can repeat his rookie performance. And Audi return for their 3rd attempt at the Dakar with their electric power-trained e-tron, with 14-time winner Stefan Petterhansel at the wheel of one of their 3 entries.
Audi had a 3-year program, so it's the last year at the Dakar with Audi. So far we haven't had that much success, so it's our last opportunity to get a good result. The whole team though, and all the drivers are really motivated. We'll give it our all.
Nani Roma missed the Dakar for the first time in 26 years in 2023 as he battled bladder cancer, but the popular Spaniard is back at the wheel, spearheading Ford's attack. The entry list, as ever, is packed full of Dakar legends, but in 2024 the old guard could be under real threat from the next generation.
A lot's changed in my life, obviously. It's been a very fun road to get to this point.
There's power, there's a real engine, it's more elaborated, and you can see it.
We've made some drastic changes.
There's still lots to learn, but the step isn't that high.
Dakar 2024 sees 2 T3 stars stepping up to the T1s and both driving Toyotas, Belgian Guillaume de Mevius and American hotshot Seth Quintero.
Obviously this year was a really good year for us. We ended up winning the T3 championships and had a few wins throughout the year and a lot of stage wins.
The basic strategy was to carry on driving in T3 for a year, try to win the 2024 Dakar in T3. When Nasser announced that he was stopping with Toyota, I was told that there was a clear objective to bring in young drivers. I thought there's something to do. I have to make the move now.
Fortunate enough, we got the phone call that we had the opportunity to race T1 Plus with Toyota, and we couldn't turn that down. And it's always been the goal, it's always been the dream, and especially to join the Toyota team.
So this is my car. This is my new Toyota Hilux T1 Plus, and formerly driven by my good friend Nasser.
Driven by is something of an understatement. Nasser Al-Attiyah won 3 Dakars in the Toyota, including consecutive titles in 22 and 23.
Don't go fast. Need to respect.
I have to.
After 5 years, you can go fast.
Okay.
You need to learn now.
Okay.
We're the youngest team in the class and the youngest team really in the bivouac almost. So we're going to do our best to try and uphold our own standards. But it's a different feeling being so young and being around these guys.
It's faster, it's heavier, so everything gets to us quickly, and when we have to brake, it takes more time. Those are the 2 major things where there's a big difference with T3. I believe that we're once again in a learning process. We showed that we were able to win in T3. We were fighting for the win in every race.
Expectations are high, even though it is my first year in T1 Plus. It's going to be quite the adventure. I mean, I don't think anyone expects anything less of a win.
We enter the Queen category, so the fight will be intense. The level is super high. We're ready. We're not here for a straw. We're here for a good result, a top 10, and gain experience in T1.
Dans le top 10 et voilà, prendre de l'expérience en T1.
I can't say I want to go out there and get a top 10 or a top 5. I'm a racer, so I'm going to go out there and try to get first place.
The stunning Saudi scenery was set for the cars to take on the prologue. Although the times won't count towards the rally, the prologue will decide the running order for the first stage, with the top 10 getting to choose their start positions. First up to the timing line, the winner of the last 2 years, Nasser Al-Attiyah. Blasting away in his new ProDrive Hunter, looking for his 6th Dakar win. It might be a new team and a new car, but it's the familiar voice of Mathieu Baumel alongside him.
100, the cap with the turn right, cap 190. And 300 meters at the waypoint and the pin right into the canyon. 100, the waypoint, okay, pin right. 200 meters.
This isn't the duo's first competitive outing in the new car. They won the Dubai International Baja back in November, but the Dakar is a very different beast. Ultimately, it wasn't an ideal run for the reigning champion. On a stage with a lot of complicated navigation and junctions, the Qatari missed a turning, costing him time, and he will start 12th on the road for the first stage. Having won 6 of the last 12 Dakars, Mini arrive in Saudi Arabia as something of a dark horse. The last time Krzysztof Holovchik competed at the Dakar, he finished 3rd, but that was 9 years ago. The Pole stopped entering for health reasons, but now he's back for the X-Raid Mini JCW team, and at 61 can still fight near the front, finishing 6th quickest in the prologue. Sebastian Loeb has finished 2nd to Al-Attiyah in the last 2 seasons, and despite 7 appearances, he is yet to win the Dakar, which he says has become an obsession. Loeb and his co-driver Fabien Lerquin couldn't decide whether to push in the prologue or not, but unsurprisingly, they decided to go for it and finished 3rd fastest. There's a lot expected of the 21-year-old Seth Quintero, but 2nd place in the prologue was still an impressive achievement, especially considering this is his first competitive outing in his new Toyota Gazoo Racing Hilux. The American knows it's a long couple of weeks though, so isn't getting too excited. Stefan Peter-Hansel and Carlos Sainz Sr. might be the most famous names in the Audi stable, but don't discount Matthias Ekström. The Swede has won the World Rallycross Championship, the Swedish Touring Car Championship, and 2 DTM titles. While the longer stages over the next 2 weeks may be a challenge for the sometimes fragile Audi RS Q e-tron 2, the 27-kilometre prologue was a walk in the park, with Ekström topping the times.
It was a very exciting prologue. It was a lot of navigation, a lot of nice corners, and yeah, we had a clean run. Emil did a fantastic job. It was difficult navigation, many junctions, so I was happy with our job.
Here's a look at the results of the prologue, and these top 10 will get to choose their start positions for the first proper stage of the Dakar tomorrow morning. Stefan Peter-Hansel missed a junction, so was only 7th fastest, but 3 minis in the top 6 is an encouraging start for the British mark. But it's Audi who set the very early pace. This project is in its 3rd year now, and despite stage wins, a 9th place finish for Ekström in 2022 is still the best ever result for the car. But this was a statement of intent ahead of the next 5,000 kilometres.